All right, cool. Unless this thing is lying to me, we are live. It's Lou, Kev, and LJ from Sevendust. Dude, how you doing, man?
I am fantastic, man. Thank you, guys. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. We're holding in there, right?
Yeah, trying to do the right thing and keeping my family safe and wearing masks if we go anywhere, which we don't go anywhere except to our farmhouse. So let's see. Yeah, we're just trying to be safe, man. Trying to do the right thing and make it through this crazy world.
That's all you can do, man. That's great.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're a Midwesterner now, right? You're down in Kansas?
Yeah, I'm in Overland Park, KC. What's up?
Now, wait a minute. Have you gone full Chiefs, or are you still Atlanta for football?
Well, all right. Well, let me tell you, I'm still Atlanta, but I'm full Chiefs too now because for as many years as I've lived here now, they've always mistaken me as a Chiefs player for some reason. May it be the dreads, and I'm a black guy. Could I be the shortest NFL player? I don't know. But anyway, so it's funny. But yeah, I'm all about.
I think Tariq Cohen from our Bears has you beat. You probably got a couple inches on Tariq Cohen. Don't worry about it.
All right, well, good. Then all right, so then it's believable. No, but yeah, I'm a Chiefs fan for sure, man. I support them. I still support Atlanta. I support several teams. I'm just a fan. Period.
Sure. So look, I mean, pandemic hits. Where were you guys? Because Sevendust on the road a lot. Were you guys home? Did you happen to be, or did you have to figure out a way to get back home after everything started shutting down?
We actually we were at home, so we were very fortunate. It was almost about time for us to really start talking about what we were going to do about releasing the album, and everything hit and the world changed. It seemed like to me, as an artist that feels like he thrives to be out there on the road, and that's my passion, it seemed like my world changed overnight. Not only mine, but everyone. So it's been really hard to deal with. But yeah, luckily we were all at home when this happened. So that's one good thing.
Yeah, absolutely it is. Instead of having to, you're halfway around the world touring, and then all of a sudden, I got to try to figure out how to get back on a plane when everything is shutting down.
And then come to my house with my wife and my kids and say, "Hey, Daddy's got COVID, maybe." So I'm glad that we.
It definitely worked out for you. I mean, Sevendust on the road so much. You guys, when you played the Apollo Theater here in Belvedere, you've been there a few times. The last time, damn man, that was a great show.
Thank you very much. I love the Apollo. What's up, man? It's Belvedere. The town is awesome. I can't wait till we're able to get back out on the road and come back and visit with you guys. Right now, I can tell you, as a band, we've talked and with management and what we're going to try to do in the future, whatever that may be. We call them Nashville Runs, and so that will be a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it'll be in towns, cities, states, whatever, that are allowing concerts in a capacity that they feel safe in. Now, with that being said, I can't say when that's going to happen. That's right. Just one of the next moves that we plan on doing to make sure that we get back out there, because I feel like what you gentlemen are doing and what we do as artists together, I think we're a safe place. You know what I mean? Because without music and without you guys flying the flag for us to our voices to be heard, is a beautiful thing. So I really want to say thank you guys for doing what you do.
Hey, man, thank you for giving us the ability to do what we do by providing us with the stuff that you provide us with in music.
Oh, wow. So, that's in us all.
Sorry, Kev, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, are we done being mushy now, or can we all hug and move on to the next?
No, because that's responsible. No hugging.
Tough in here, man. Sorry.
We're guys.
Sorry.
No, that's all right, man. No, that's cool. I was gonna say, we had you at the Apollo. There were certain times when I was sure that building was gonna crumble. You guys still have that fat sound, man. I'm glad you guys never shied away from that, because that sound is signature for Sevendust, and until you've heard it live, you do not know, man. It feels like an earthquake.
That's true.
Wow, thank you. We still try to bring it in our older age.
Yeah, I mean, do you feel pressure to stay heavy?
No, not at all. You know what? That's a really good question. When I was younger, and I don't want to speak for anyone else in the band except for me, I think there was a pressure for me to always want to be, we got to be heavy. After I'm 47 years old now, thank the Lord. After we grew up, we had families, we got married, we have kids. I have daughters. So I feel like it changed, and everything couldn't be about this angry young man or things that were going on in life. Then we had to change our stories. Me personally, as a writer, in life, I had to have different things to write about, and all those things changed me as a man. So yeah, I'm not afraid to do a ballad. I'm not afraid, because I feel like Sevendust, we're known for bringing it, and if we wanted to bring it, we'll still bring it, and we can still go off that avenue and still, go back to it. And I feel like that's something that's awesome about music, is we're allowed to experience, to evolve, to grow. And I think that's what we've been able to do as a band, and we're not afraid of anything. I don't care. Put a country tap dancing song in front of me, I'm gonna do it. I ain't scared to do it.
Well, you heard it. The next country polka album from Sevendust comes out this year.
Don't say Sevendust. I said me. I said me.
Oh, okay, you right.
Hey, Lajon, has anyone approached you guys about doing like one of those drive-in shows where you set up in a parking lot somehow and they turn it almost into like a drive-in concert?
I think that would be really cool. I know no one said anything. The only thing that we've talked about, kind of hopefully in the future, about a streaming concert where, we would be in a venue and, the lights and put on the full show, which I don't know how that's going to work. I hope that it doesn't really have to get to that point, but I think that's something that we're definitely looking into. I don't know what's going to happen. I wish I had the answers right now for the way that we're going to move forward in the music industry, in our industry, but I don't know what's going to happen, man. But I'm willing to try to do whatever it takes to make sure that this is not something that gets lost in the hustle and bustle of what's going on.
Dude, I got to tell you, going back a ways, probably early 2000s, okay? You guys came through northeastern Pennsylvania. Now, I happened to be working for the sound company that you guys used that night, brought in the sound system, that kind of a thing. Show's over. It's just the guys from the band, your crew, the sound company that are hanging out, and this girl that I was trying to get a relationship going with was there. She's on the phone with her sister, and her sister is a diehard Sevendust fan. I mean, diehard. You're standing at the bar, and she's going, "Do you think he'd say hi to my sister?" I'm like, I don't know. I've never met him before. He seems cool. Let's go ask. I walk over to you. You grab the phone. You're on the phone with her for like 5 minutes. And I just need to thank you because you sealed the deal on that relationship for me that night.
Hey, well, thank you, man. So listen, you can. I have a Venmo, and if you would like to give proceeds to me, no, just kidding. Well, hey, what venue was that at?
It was at a place called The Staircase in Pittston, Pennsylvania.
Oh my God, I remember the Staircase, man. Well, congratulations. You tell your lady she made a good decision by picking you, man.
Yeah, well, that one went a little batshit a few months later, but at the time, it was a great option.
Well, all right, so that made it weird. All right, well, that was good then, and I'm glad that you've moved on and things are better.
Yeah, no, my wife, the current wife, she loves the story that I just told her this morning. I'm like, oh, by the way, I'm talking to LJ and this whole thing, and she loved the whole thing I just explained. So I already got.
Oh my God, your new wife is awesome, and that other girl sucks. So.
Hey, man, that other girl's my wife. All right.
Oh my God.
No.
Great.
You just winning me points.
She's okay now.
Something about Sevendust, and I think the story I just told speaks to how you guys are. You're just good dudes. I mean, you started in '94, and aside from Clint dropping out for a little while to work with his brother, you guys virtually remain unchanged. It's so rare to see a band do that today, where you're still going with virtually the same lineup. How do you guys make it work?
I don't know, man. I feel like this. Ever since we were kids and we were together, I had a dream with this band. And I said, man, wouldn't it be cool one day if we were able to have our kids and wives out on the road with us? And that happened. And then I remember my wife saying, I'll never be out on the road with you again on this bus. Who's smoking that cigarette? At first, it started out cool. It started out, she'd sleep in the bunk with me. And it was like awesome. And now it's like, I need my own bunk. Who's smoking a cigarette in the back lounge? Turn it off. Anyway. It's been an incredible journey back to the brothers. For us, I think that it would be foolish. I don't care what you do outside the band or where you're trying to go or what you're trying to do or I think it would be foolish for any of us to take Sevendust as a family of brothers and a family of, I don't say fans, everyone out there that supported us, to take it ever for granted, because we've been very blessed to now look into a crowd and see that a guy like me that has 3 kids, and I'm looking at another guy out there, or maybe half the crowd that I've grown up with, now their grandkids are actually at a Sevendust show. And, you're seeing all these generations, and I'm like, is that due to us being old, or is that due to us just really having something that's connected, and they really understand that I'm trying to bring a family vibe to Sevendust? And man, I wouldn't, it's been a hard road, and maybe we're not at a level I feel like sometimes we should be at, but I wouldn't change anything in the world for the energy that we have, the respect that we have, and the avenue that I still feel like has been untouched by us. And there's still so many more opportunities. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. It absolutely makes sense. And I think, to Kev, your point, when we saw them last at the Apollo, the room has that vibe of like it's a community and everybody's there and it's still rocking and in your face, but it's inviting.
Yes, that's what it's about. That's what music's about. That's what it's always been about for me. That's why I was lucky enough to be in a family where it wasn't just you listen to that and you listen to that and that's the only thing you listen to. I was from country to rock to R&B, everything. It was music. I love it. I don't care if you have the worst voice in the world, and this is something that I've always learned. As long as you have conviction, as long as you have meaning, people are going to get it. People are going to understand it. It could be a guy on the street that don't have a house, that lives in a box, can be the best singer in the world because he's seen things and he understands what he's gone through, and that comes out in his emotions. And that's always what I've done with any song, anything that I've done with Sevendust. When we write, if we do a cover, we've only done 2. It's the realness. It's nothing fake.
Yeah, you just mentioned the cover, man. Got to dive into this. The Day I Tried to Live, you guys stepped up, covered Soundgarden, and I mean, it's not an easy thing to cover. First of all, Chris Cornell's voice is iconic, but I mean, you have the same vibe. You have an iconic rock voice as well. So for someone like you to step in and say, "I'm going to try and pull off a Soundgarden song," it shouldn't be as much of a surprise. But you guys killed it on this.
Oh,
cover,
no.
man.
No, thank you for what you just said, but let me tell you how it went down. Sevendust, we're not known to do covers. Maybe we did a cover, Marvin Gaye. Oh wow, which was great. I love it.
I think I've seen you do like "Hurt" once before as well.
Yes,
right?
Hurt. Okay, Hurt.
Yeah.
All right. So all right. There you go. 2 covers,
but not a lot. It's not a big staple in your set list.
Right. So check this out. Well, on this album, back in October when we were doing it, it's like, hey man, we've never really done a cover. Let's do one on this album. All right, cool. Well, all of us guys are cool. We're buddies. We're brothers. What are we gonna do? So there was all kind of songs thrown out. Somebody said My Sharona. I'm like, what? What does that even mean? I ain't doing that. No. What does that mean? Who is she? Okay, anyway. So of course us, we're like, yeah, this, let's try this. I mean, all kind of things happened and were said. We laughed as a band. And then Elvis, I said, our producer, which we love, Jeff and his team in Porterhouse, Elvis came to the plate and he said, Soundgarden, The Day I Tried to Live. And of course, it could have been any Chris Cornell or Soundgarden song. But when he said that, I said, this is great. Who's going to sing it? Because I don't know who you think is going to sing this song, but it's not going to be me. How do you compare? How do you try to put this emotion that Chris Cornell, give me a break, Soundgarden, not just for me. What about the band? I mean, just everybody. So, Elvis and the band, you guys, you got this. This was the last song that I recorded on this album, which I can't wait for everyone to hear. But for me, I just went into it. I wasn't able to sleep for maybe about a week or 2, really being worried about, oh my God, how am I going to compare to Chris Cornell? How am I going to make this authentic enough? I know I'll bring it and I'll do my best, but will people understand, And so I just went in and I prayed like I do before I sing, and I did it. And I didn't even hear it after I did it. I just said, let's go see what it sounds like. And it came back, and I was very proud of the work. I was very proud of the band. And for whatever reason, ironically, the timing of the album to come out, of course, with everything that's going on, got delayed. And we're sitting here like, what can we release from this album to let everyone know that we're here and give them a bridge to go over until we're there. And then ironically enough, this song seems to be fitting for what's going on in the times. And we said, let's give them this. And here we have it. And we're here with The Day I Tried to Live. And I feel like, for me, it's one of the best covers that Sevendust has ever done.
Yeah, I'll say, and you had to feel some kind of pressure with that. Like you said, how does anybody cover Soundgarden? So what was the rule? I mean, as far as when you're waiting to see how it all came out, as a finished product. I mean, was there a level where like, hey, we won't release it if it's not this good as opposed to this good? You know,
I don't think we wouldn't release anything unless it was good. But I do remember, I didn't realize this, but my wife said to someone the other day, she said, you know, when I flew home the next day after I finished that last song, and I was I felt, because I sang so much that whole album, I get into a point where I feel like my whole body's resonating with just music, and it's a really good feeling. My wife said I didn't talk to her for like 2 days after I got back from the studio. I was just, after the Soundgarden song and everything, and being there for so long, and then just getting back, I guess I had to decompress. And I was really worried about that Soundgarden song. So I'm very happy that it came out okay. And thank the Lord, Chris Cornell and Soundgarden, one of my favorite bands in the world. And I think without that band, let me say this. I think anybody in the music industry will know and learn from a band like Soundgarden. And if you haven't heard of them, you will hear from them. And it's something that just is going to go down as a legacy.
Yeah, I mean, it's iconic, you know, and I think it was iconic before we lost Chris Cornell. It's not one of those scenarios where, oh, he's gone, so now it makes it an icon. I genuinely think he had a voice that was just a different level, and it was the thing, you know, music needed at that time. And even when into the Audio Slave stuff, he did so many things that were just. One time he was in studio for an interview, and I just happened to ask him, I'm like, how do you do that thing at the end of Show Me How to Live with your voice? What was the effect on that? He's like, oh, I didn't do the effect. He's like, I just started chopping my throat. I'm like, oh, I just did it. You did what?
It just choked me out.
Blew my mind. Absolutely. I'm like, I stood there with my jaw open. I'm like, I don't even know what to say. That's crazy. I assumed it would have been some trick or effect that you found or a producer. And he's like, no, I just did that. That was it.
He didn't have to have anybody back there like turning stuff down and plugging it in. You know, he's doing it.
So did you have
the man behind the curtain?
Did you have a personal relationship with Chris Cornell? Did you ever meet him?
Oh no, I wish that I would have. The only relationship that I had with him is that I loved every single note that came out of his body and his soul, his passion, and everything. I was able to see him live with actually Clint Lowry years and years ago when we lived in Atlanta, and we were rehearsing probably at the Rec Room at the time, and starving musicians that would actually show up at a club like the Masquerades and want our we want our $99. We're just getting ready to be on up in here in a few seconds. But we were upstairs. We were like that back then. But me and Clint got to go have the chance at the Omni when it was still around. And we saw Soundgarden. Chris's hair was long. I remember he didn't have a shirt on and the jeans and the cool belt. And I was like this young artist, well, not even an artist, then a starving musician, wishing one day that I could be that cool, have that whole, just that energy. I don't even say a persona. I just, you know, when you're cool, you don't have to say you're a rock star. You know, he wasn't, you know, he was just that. I don't like when guys say, I'm a rock star. No, you're not. If you got to say that, you're not. You don't right. If you got to say, I'm a singer. No, you're not. You don't have to say that. No one, I never, you know what I mean? You know, this is something that I feel like this, you earn and you know it. You don't have to go around and say it. And I felt like Chris Cornell was definitely that kind of cat, man.
You know what? I feel like there might be a lot of people who watch you and say the same thing, that I hope someday I can have what he has up there, because it's not like you don't bring it yourself. You're being very humble about it. But I mean, there's got to be a lot of people who look up to Sevendust in that same way. Do you even think about that ever?
You know, it makes me feel weird because I love what I do, but I don't know. I don't never think like, yeah, LG, I'm bad. Yeah, what's up? So, no, you know, I'm not like that at all. I've never been that way. I feel like I'm very blessed. And then, you know what? Something, gentlemen, that I've learned. I feel like, honestly, the same people that you see going up, you definitely see coming back down. So I never try to burn that bridge that I'm better. I'm a rock star. Or, yeah, MTV Cribs. That's not even on anymore. But you know what I mean? I'm just trying to say that whole. I'm just trying to say that whole. It's never been me. I would never be that way. Even, you know, I tell people still, if I wasn't in the band, I would still be in the crowd, involving myself with the energy, because that's what it's all about. It's all about this. This is what it's about. It's about us. and the energy of the music and why we come together. And the reason I like you and the reason you like me is because I'm a normal dude, that was just I'm a normal dude that was just a target with a freaking mask on his face, sweating like a hooker in church because some lady's too close to me. So, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no different than anybody else.
Well, you definitely have fans who listen to our station. A few people have sent some comments in here. Scott says, huge Dust fan from the beginning, passed down to the next generation. Does the band realize the impact they've made on many fans' lives?
Oh, wow. Thank you for saying that. I love it whenever we hear that we've changed someone's life or we've helped them. But it's kind of hard to believe. Like I said, I'm not any different. I get fussed at by my wife, take the trash out, pick this up, wake up. What's going on? Did you poop? All that kind of stuff goes on. So it's nothing different. So thank you for saying that we changed lives. I hope so. But what I want to really say is I hope that you understand that each and every one of you guys out there have changed our lives. You have made dreams come true that I never thought that I would even imagine happening in my life. So thank you very much.
This guy just will not say how awesome he is, Lou. He just won't say it.
He's good at not saying it.
I'm not awesome. I'm not awesome, but I did tell my wife the other day. I was like, "Give me some. I'm cool." Okay.
So, what was the process for you guys in putting the song together, considering the pandemic? And were you able to get anywhere close to each other, or was it all done remotely?
What do you mean? For what? For Dad Try to Live?
Yeah.
Oh, we did this when we recorded our album in October.
Oh, so everything was all done, and it was it was set and ready at that point.
It was set and ready. That wasn't going to be the song that we released first. That was
gotcha.
That was this just kind of happened. It was like, you know what? Wow, how ironic. This is all clicking together. And a lot of times people thought that song, The Day I Tried to Live, was about something that it wasn't. They thought that it was about suicide. It was about someone waking up and trying to do different things and going about their life as a different person, maybe a more open person. And I felt like, in a weird way, people should look at that in a way of maybe if they haven't, to try to change or just do something. Be just cool. That's what I try to say. I'm like, at the end of the day, man, you know right from wrong, and if you're cool and if you're not cool. Just be cool.
Do you guys still have a relationship with the Deftones? Because it seems like a lot of fans are mentioning they want to hear you play with the Deftones again.
I love the Deftones. Seen on them cats. Heck yeah, man. Last time we played a big show with them, Aftershock in California, and it rocked. I mean, Deftones, anything, it's always a good show. That's what I look forward to. Hopefully, once we get back together and everybody does the right thing, that we could put some concerts together and just imagine this, guys, the type of bills that we're going to be able to put together and the people that are going to come out. And because we haven't had this, it's going to be a great time.
Yeah, we're all starved for it, man. We're starved to see Sevendust back on the road, and every other band that's going to have just a bunch of stuff to hit us with. It's going to be a great thing. So Absolutely. You keep talking that the album was put together. It was put on hold after everything happened. When do you think we're going to, get that album? Are there any plans to release it anytime soon?
Once people down the street at this restaurant that I used to go to start wearing masks and stop acting like it's 1999 outside spring break at Club La Vila, I'm sure. No,
I like that. I like it. There's some rules now. Let's see. If you want the payoff, you got to wear the mask.
Exactly. I think, I can say this. I know we have been told that this album is going to come out within the year. So how about that?
Awesome. Hey, that's more than I knew before this started. I'm thrilled.
Right on.
Yeah, we'll take it. Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we will. So, I mean,
my shirt, this says this is my quarantine shirt. I didn't want to wear my other one because my wife thinks it's a little rude. It's a little guy that sits right here on the COVID thing, and it's him humping it, and it says F COVID.
We all agree with it, though.
Yeah, I like to wear that to Target and really freak people out.
What games do you have lined up behind you?
What's that?
What games do you have lined up behind you?
I'm in my studio arcade. So back there's a marble game with, I don't know, the X-Men, Children of Autumn, The Punisher, and over there is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with all those.
Oh, yeah, dude, that Turtles game was the best.
It's the best, man. Sometimes I just come in here and just play the music and turn everything on and just sit down. Over here I got Golden Tee with all the Golden Tee games. And then another one right beside me is the Star Wars with Empire Strike Back, Return of the Jedi. It's been fun for the kids to have. and I feel like I wasted money because they were into it for like the first 2 weeks, and my son now only likes to play Donkey Kong on the TV. Like I missed it.
Still, that's a classic. I mean, it sounds like a kid that's got his head on right, going for the dog.
Oh yeah, but it's me. I'm an old gamer, man. I still have an arcade game that I have from 20 years ago that's upstairs in my bar. So it's, you know, I try to bring something fun and to make them feel like they have a place comfortable and safe, and they don't feel like they have to be out somewhere, you know. So it just makes it here.
It's funny, like you're talking about the older games, and my kid, we got him a Nintendo Switch. The only thing he wants to play is Sonic the Hedgehog, which I showed him on. There you go. Downloaded it, which is like, Kingston, that was cool when I was little.
Kingston is like Donkey Kong. I'm like, wait, what?
So were you a Street Fighter guy or a Mortal Kombat guy?
Ooh. Oh, me, well, Street Fighter at first, and then Mortal Kombat. Remember Sevendust? We had a song on the Mortal Kombat, More Kombat. Wow.
You did?
Yeah, I still have I have an award somewhere for that, man. Yeah, we were on the Mortal Kombat, More Kombat. I can't remember. Was it Denial? Something was on there in one of those songs.
Okay, that's awesome.
It's a little Sevendust history. I could be wrong.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so
that's my next game is the Mortal Kombat. I'm getting the Mortal Kombat game just because we were on it. I very seriously doubt once the graphics and stuff play that our song will be on there, but I'll sing to it. How about that?
All right.
Yes. That's one of the benefits of actually being in the band. You can just do that.
All right, this is a question that's been floating around our radio station today. Would you rather get punched in the face by Mike Tyson or Chuck Norris?
Ooh, wow. Well, I've met Mike Tyson. We've hung out several times. I probably would rather get punched in the face by Chuck Norris.
Yeah, I'm with you.
That seems to be the consensus. A lot of people are saying because Chuck Norris is like 80 and Tyson's like trying to train to get back in the ring right now. But I'm talking both guys at their prime.
Yeah, I'm not saying Norris can't still bring it because he could still, I'm sure, just whip everybody's build in the building's butt. But I feel like Chuck would come at you with a, you know, or he might try to do the Elvis, bring the eye claw, you know, take the eyeballs out, rip the lips off. So Mike Tyson's going to come in at you with a straight on this right here and just knock every bit of life. So you come back a different person. You wish you would have had the COVID. So I don't want that.
Very good.
I thought this was a cool comment we just got from Jamie. Met his wife at the Rockford Waterfront on the home tour. Took his 18-year-old and 15-year-old kids to see Sevendust when they're in town. There you go.
Hey, family, brother, thank you very much. And see, that's what I'm talking about right there. That makes me remember and reflect and say, you know what, man, this has been worth it. All the loss, all the, you know, the memories. I mean, this is worth it. And thank you very much. Jamie, is that his name? Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie.
Thank you so much, man. You tell the family I said hello, and I hope to see you guys again soon.
Yeah, we all do. Well, look, LJ, thank you for taking some time to talk to us. I mean, I can't tell you how great you guys did with the cover of Soundgarden.
Thank you so much.
I mean, it's just absolutely impressive what you guys were pulled off with that. Cannot wait for the new album, which you say is coming at some point this year.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for taking the time. Y'all stay safe and have a great weekend. And I hope to see y'all soon, man. And really thank you for taking the time and the support. And we look forward to seeing everyone out there. This is cool. I like the Zoom thing now. I'm getting more used to it.
Yeah, it's a whole new world we're into, right? Forget morning phone calls. Now you're just out on camera.
But I worry, you know, I kind of worry how I look because I hadn't shaved in 16 years. My wife's like, take it off. I'm like, nope.
You look great, man. It looks great.
Thanks, man. Well, you guys be safe. I'll see you soon.
You too. Thanks, LJ.
Bye.